everybody. Hello, hello. I'm messed up because, well, I was just in the hospital since about 10, 10:45 a.m. since just about 20 minutes ago, half hour. And, well, major trauma with my family member, my brother. And, I hope he lives. I hope he's alive. A bleed, a brain bleed. And I tell you that these incidents, these crazy things happen all the time. And to people, he's a veteran. Okay, he's a veteran. They have no access to any of his health information because the veteran health system is not linked up with hospitals. And how do you have a functioning health system? You have to have access. And I called the VA, and they don't open until Monday. They had no knowledge of anything of his history, and it's just you have to be able to have 24/7 access. If there's a service member who is not an active duty, a retiree, or even someone who's active but maybe home, not on a deployment or on a base, where another facility can access their info. I mean, if we weren't there, they would have given him an MRI. He has metal in his chest from a bullet, from a crime. And man, wow. And here he is, someone on a fixed income, all right, buying crap food because it's all he can afford. And we all try to, his daughter works and helps him and like whatever. And I'll always like just stay in touch by once a week checking in. But check up on your loved ones, people. Check up on your loved ones that you haven't heard. If you have any beef with them, freaking put your pettiness to the freaking side and call them and check on them. My niece, his daughter, just lost her stepdad March 1st, so it's like February 1st, and it's like she's like ready to. And her mom is sick, another one, not eating good freaking food. She goes to take care of her, be there for the service, and then she's got to take her mom to an emergency room. Oh my God. So this food system that the United States of freaking America, you're a bunch of S-bags. The whole FDA, the whole freaking Health and Human Services, you're all a bunch of crap. This food system has destroyed our health. The only people that can have good freaking food are people who are wealthy. Regular working people, they have to skimp and save. He's on a veteran's pension, so he's eating shit food. All the time we tell him, no, you can't do that. Don't tell me what to do. No, you can't buy that. Don't tell me what to buy. Blah, 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 blah. That's stupid because he's 71. Not having the knowledge and education, because this is what our friggin' government wants us. They want everybody in America to be stupid imbeciles, buy all fast food, saturate the body and your organs with hydrogenated fats and oils, and so then we all croak slowly. Every frickin' person needs to have universal frickin' health care. That damn frickin' hospital is owned by the frickin' guy who bought TikTok. He just merged now. Northwell. And Northwell, do not ever send me a gosh darn freaking request for a donation. Ever. Freaking people. You donate to them once, like for, you give a grading for like the service. Yeah. You give like a donation to like the nurse staff. They need donations when you people make the freaking billionaires? They need donations so that they can give bonuses to the staff. Here, look at this now, everybody. Look at the gasoline now. Right here. $3.59 credit card, $3.49 if you use a debit. See? And it's going to keep going up. It's going to keep going up, right? Try to block that and hide that. Right? Go ahead. Block that and hide that because you don't want people to see how much gasoline costs. Right? I can't stress enough to everybody, please watch what you're consuming as far as your dietary intake, because when you end up in the hospital, they basically, do you know what happened on the way to the calling up for a welfare check? Because they anyway, they wanted to know, well, is it necessary to do a welfare check? If I'm calling because he's not answered any of us and we speak to him, his daughter speaks to him every day, twice a day. I speak to him once every week, if not more, to do a check-in, because that's what you do with your loved ones, okay? You check in on them. And they're telling me, oh, do you really need it? No, I'm just calling you on a Saturday morning because I don't have anything more constructive to do with my time. I understand the need-based assessments, okay? NBS, NBA, need-based assessment. You know, unreal. This is where we are. This is where we are. So when you need medical help, try to either get yourself there. I mean, because unbelievable. Wonderful medical system. Welcome to America. But Israel has free health care, right? Israel, universal, free health care, free education, free housing. And the guy who owns Vassar Brothers, like I said, they merged with Northwell, which is now owning Nuvance. So they have every medical facility in all of this upper region. You understand? And also in Manhattan. So this is the guy who owns the TikTok operation. So when our healthcare, with these luxury buildings with all this high-end technology, but poor technology for the patients. And who benefits? Who benefits? Who freaking benefits, right? If you don't think people are waking up and we're on to this whole friggin' nonsense, well, we're going to now have another war of attrition. That's what this is. A war of attrition. The older populace is going to slowly die off because the healthcare is going to say, oh, well, you know what? Actuary, they've reached their lifeline. We don't need to give them good care. We could give them the basic minimum. And you know what? That's going to be for everybody. Unless you have money for all this luxury stuff. Yep. Living in America. I heard a really disturbing story. A lady I work with, she's a senior. She's going to be 79. She had been having health issues, not feeling right, not feeling well. She goes to her practice. Listen to this crap. She tells the doctor what is going on and that she's requesting, please send me for lab work. Please send me for a CT scan of my head. I don't feel well. like, I can't, she doesn't know if she had a stroke or whatever. She has high blood pressure. The doctor never put in the freaking request. The lady ended up in the emergency room, right? But that imbecile doctor didn't put the request in. So the time is going by. She's an older woman. She's slowly, as we age, we slow down. So she's waiting and nothing's happening. And she ends up in the emergency room, right? I told her, that freaking imbecile doctor that you spoke to, report that bee. Report her and that practice. Boy, they screw with us. They screw with us so much. Ooh. $3.69 here, yes. $3.69. America, land of the free. Land of the free if you got big money. Land of the free if you come from a freaking money tree. Yeah, we are so, whew, boy. I think that the common sense factor on so much is not present in our society, and that's because of the media. And who owns the media? Who owns the media? Right? Wow. Everybody have a good day. Stay safe, stay well, stay hydrated. Please start to modify your diet. Please start to read labels. Please don't buy processed food. Don't feed your animals processed food. Till next time. Peace.